Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be looking at the most intense games of our life. So this game right here against Qlash basically decides whether we make it to Worlds or not, in a way, because if we lose, we're not making it to World Finals and it's our last chance. So we have to win it. It's a must-win game for us. But the same with Qlash. We're still in a decent position. They're like 60 points ahead of us going into this. But if they lose, they only have the next monthly finals to go, and obviously if they don't qualify, they're not in the last monthly final, and hence we can still catch up to them. So they still have to win this game. So it's a must-win game for both teams, and obviously all the pressure is on us, to be honest, because if we lose this game, then we're out. So again, a must-win game. I must stress how much pressure is on the line at the moment. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the games. Okay, guys, going into the first game then. So the bans going into this were Gale and Surge. They're pretty much the bans for every team right now. Either team banning Gale or Surge. So going into this, Pam, we've actually not tried Pam too much. Tried Pam about once, but we just kind of had a feeling that Pam's just going to be able to lock down that left-hand lane. As most people know, Smantic is the main Pam on our team. But I can pretty much play any brawler. I'm comfortable with most brawlers, even though I don't really play much in competitive. That's the only worry. I've not really played Pam a lot in competitive, probably only a handful of times. So, but Max, well, Tom on Max and Smantic on Cole, much better. I don't really want to go at any of them brawlers, so I'd rather go to Pam. So at the minute, we did concede 10% of damage. So Tom going down there, Smantic really low, so really good kill from Chaos. The main reason why we didn't opt for Brock down the left-hand side. I've just been playing Brock a lot on Crossroads and not really feeling it against the Cole. Most teams send a Cole on that lane, and if Cole pushes up, dodges a few shots, he's going to be able to take down Brock easily. So using Brock on this map just, it really isn't that good for your values. So Muna's doing a good job of taking me down there. So really well played from him, to be fair. And I think the first match nerves were just a bit too much. As I said, I've not really felt the most comfortable on Pam, but as you can see, Pam's shot just spreads across that whole grass. We're not going to be able to do anything. So Chaos with a really nice play there. Luckily, Semantic's pickaxe is actually able to get him down there. I'm able to get the Cole down. Guille's going to go down to Tom and Semantic there. So we're in a decent position. I know we're down like 30%, but still 1 minute left. Normally this map, predominantly when it first came out, was a lot of base race, but without Brock in the comp, this is all about keeping control and just keep them cycling over and over again. You got a Pam turret, you got two on the right hand side, so them two should be working together to get the kills. As you can see, I'm about to get my Pam turret down, but again, I'm not opting to go all in, and there's still 45 seconds left. So if you keep control for the whole of this time, we're going to be winning this game. So it's really important for Tom and Semantic to heal up here and wait for them to come back. But again, I'm all low here. You can see Guille's really weak, Moon is really weak, so Tom and Semantic going to be going in there. Brawl with Super, not going to be able to do anything. I've got my Pam turret. Moon is with a good kill on me, but there's just no way they're going to be able to defend this. So a really nice push from us. Keeping control, keeping that composure, and getting the safe down. So that's the first game of the first set won. Let's get into the next one. Okay, guys, going into things here. So I'm going to have to watch this on Arc's VOD on Twitch. It was live commentating these games, and I can't actually see it because it's not in my battle log for whatever reason, but this time around, they've gone for the mirror matchup here. I'm actually going to be losing my matchup versus Guille. Really well played from Guille. I played way too aggressive there. Didn't need to play that aggressive. I could have just kept my composure there and just sat back. I would have been able to get the kill on him. So, I mean, it didn't really matter. I only conceded about 5% of damage. You can't actually see the percentages here. As I said, I'm watching it back from my VOD, so you're going to have to bear with me on this one. It's the only game in my battle log that's going to be like this. So, at the minute, Muna's dealing good pressure, dealing a good amount of damage. Chaos is down, though. That's really unlucky from me. Again, I should have just placed my Pam turret at my feet, and I'm not going to be able to get a kill there. So again, just really sloppy and messy from my side of things, but Tom's able to clean up my mess. So we're still in a decent position though. We still got all the control. Tom doing a good job of speeding me up there. I'm going to be pinching Cole so Semantic can slowly come up to the map there. They're in a good position. I've got a Pam turret here. Tom, I'm telling him just to come back. I've got him covered. Let him heal up. I'm close to Pam turret, so I'm going to go a little bit aggro there. Tom doing well to stay alive there. Guille's getting some good pressure though, but I've got my Pam turret in a clutch situation there. We're both able to stay alive. Tom with a really nice kill on Chaos there. And now I'm going to be hunting for the kill. So Tom's going to be chasing Carl down. He's able to get him down here. Guille's pretty weak. Chaos is going to be coming down this lane though, so it's going to be really hard to defend this push, but Semantic luckily respawns in time. Tom doing a good job pressuring on back. And now we can slowly work our way into pinching these two Guille and Chaos down. Semantic's going to be pushing up. I've got another Pam turret, so look at Guille. He's really low now. Chaos is really low. Semantic's going to finish off the kill there, so really nice super from him. And we're able to get all the pressure here. So here, we're in a really fantastic spot here. We're only down, I believe, like 10% in this point. We've only conceded like 10% damage. But as you can see here, they've got a really good push on this right-hand side. Semantic's going up. Felt like he didn't he should have came back here, because as you can see, there's no chance we're going to be finishing the safe when Muniz has super. Carl had super there, so I had to come back, and that's probably one of the biggest errors there. It was just let them come, all of us. If all of us came back in defend, we could have definitely won that game. So that's going to be that game. Let's jump into the next one. Okay, into the next game then. So you're going to have to bear with me. I may not make a lot of sense in this. It's literally took me a few hours just to even calm down for the amount of excitement from these games. So again, we're opting for the mirror matchup. We've got Guille on my lane again. We've got Tom and Semantic down that right-hand side. It's definitely the better matchup to have. Pam's really good at defending that lane on her own. And Max and Carl have good synergy together. So Guille with a super already, not really too much worry. I'm about to get my super pretty soon here, so I'm going to be trying to chip around the wall. It's actually hard for a Pam to kind of peek shot. It's easy for a Max to though, but as you can see, I'll get my turret in time. That was a bit too aggressive from Guille. He surely knew that I was close to a super. He didn't need to go all in there. So now we've got all the pressure now. I've got Pam turret in the back, so I'm just going to go here and heal. Even if he's shooting me, I'm going to slowly get my turret up and then get a more aggressive turret. So Tom's doing a good job. Semantic's doing an amazing job realizing that Pam is down. And now we can absolutely shred the safe here. Pam and Max dealing, well, I'm not really shredding their safe, only 25% damage, but we're in a good position again. We've got all the pressure. So Tom's going to be helping the right-hand side. Pam opting for the Pam versus Pam matchup, but I've got all the pressure here. I've got my Pam turret in a good spot. They're going to be working to get mine down, but as you see, Chaos is really low. Guille's going to be slowly getting low. I need to get this Pam turret down because it's healing all three of them. They've got such good value. I'm going to be placing my Pam turret. I think that was a bit of a misplacement there. If I placed it on my feet there, I would have been able to survive. So again, another bit of a micro misplay for myself. But Guille's going to be going on a safe. I don't think that was the right option for him because he's only going to be doing like 10% damage. He should have definitely came back. As you can see, look how much damage we're doing here. Guille's just in no man's land, and we're just able to get so much damage on the safe. Only 4% left. And there's no way we're going to be able to defend this. Muniz is low. Chaos is low. And as I said, we're not going to be able to kill Semantic in time. So Semantic able to clutch up. I think the thing that cost him again was Guille going in on the safe. He definitely should have came back and helped with the defense and then pushed up. So that's going to be a set 1 win for us. Let's hop right to the next set. Okay, guys, going into gem grab and now then. So as you can see, we know that they like a lot of Tara on this map. Tara's actually pretty decent against a bow and a Pam. So Mr. P, we opted for Mr. P to counter the Tara. So what we did here, we've not actually practiced this much, but I remember at the beginning of the game, I said probably the best chance of getting that Tara out of mid, because that's one thing you really struggle with when Tara's in there. It's really hard to get guaranteed hits on her. Mr. P's really hard to hit there. So Bo at the beginning, it's really easily able to scout the grass at the start, get some good chip shots, and me down the lane, I'm able to get Tara out of there. So as you can see, it works really well. We have conceded the first 4 gems, but that's going to be normal when Tara's in the mid. You can't feed her that much. The one goal from facing a Tara, especially in this matchup, is you don't want to feed her super at all. Our job is not to stay away from Tara as much as possible, chip her down at her range. But as you can see, Tom's got his mines now, so Tara can't push up. Semantic with a really good job there. I was able to push the Pam out and get a few shots on his lane, as you probably seen a few seconds ago. So Muniz had to go all the way back and heal up. And then that was crucial in allowing Semantic to help me in mid. So definitely really good trade for trade for me and Semantic, helping each other out on our lanes. Tom with a good bow gadget. He's got no shots, so he wasted them all on mid, and he's not able to confirm the kill. So probably a bit of a lapse of judgment there. So they're able actually to get the kill on Tom. If he was able to save up his shots, he's able to kill Guille there, and then he's able to help me in mid. So maybe a small error there, but nonetheless, we're still in a really good position. We've still got my Mr. P Porter. I'm staying alive here. I'm just looking to help either lane win their lane, because once one of them wins their lane, they're going to be able to help me in mid more. So we're able to kill Guille there. Tom with some really nice mines on Chaos. I don't even know how Chaos stayed alive for that long, but now only Moon is left alive. Probably didn't need to really run into mid. He probably could have came back and just protected them gems, but he feeds his 2 gems. He gets the countdown going to Tom. Tom's main job is just to keep this Tara back for as long as possible, try and get her to waste the super, and he does that fantastically there. So Tara wastes super, she's not got that, but for the attack, Semantic's just going to go all in aggro, and there's just no way we're going to be able to kill us there. So that's going to be a first win in the second set. Let's hop into the next game. Okay guys, going into the second game of the second set. So they've gone for the mirror matchup, which is probably, this is the comp that everyone goes on this map, so definitely a comp that we knew they were going to bring out. So Mr. P versus Mr. P matchup, it's all about trying to sneak up in the grass, try and get some easy auto-aim shots on, and try and judge how much ammo they have in comparison to yourself. So it's all about juking, trying to get in that position to auto-aim, because that's the easiest chance to actually hit a shot with Mr. P. Obviously, it's up close. It's kind of hard to hit your shots at a long range. People really underestimate that. Chaos able to get his super, I'm able to get mine, but I've got the first 3 gems here. But he's going to be wasting shots on my turret, and that's another chance for me to win mid Definitely recognizing that he's wasted shots, and I'm just able to go up into his face and auto him again. But that's definitely a skill that's really good to have. I knew if I put my turret there, he's going to be having to waste his shot. So I'm close to the next turret already, so it doesn't even matter if he takes it down. As you can see, I've got another turret already, so I'm able to cycle really, really well here, able to keep the control. Smantic winning his lane against Gia. Gia is one of the best bows in the world, and so good. It's really hard to win a lane when Gia is using bows, so definitely a good job from Smantic. The mines, my little porters, should be able to help take them down. They're not in a good spot, but they needed to be through the mid. Even though my porter would have got them down, they need to still be a bit near the mid, so I can't actually get there or down the right-hand lane. Definitely not a good spot to put them in that right-hand corner, so we're able to get the Mr. P out of there. 7 gems to 5, still pretty even at the minute, but we've got all the mid control here. As I said, the bow mines just aren't doing anything for them. Tom's doing a fantastic job keeping that pan back and killing him. Mr. P is really low. I'm just constantly helping the lanes out 24/7. I'll throw my porter out because I know just need one more gem. There's no way a Pam's going to be able to destroy that and go through me. So we've got the countdown here in a really good spot. Smantic and Tom played really well. I did well on helping the lanes constantly. So that's going to be a win for us. 2-0 up in sets. At the minute, we're cruising our way to winning this qualifier, but it's definitely going to be a lot harder going into this because they need to come back full force at us. So that's going to be the set 2 win inside of that one. Let's jump into the next set. Okay guys, going into this one, and you're all probably wondering like what the hell is this comp, but this comp is near enough untouchable if they don't have some sort of tank counter, and they really like to use this comp. So we knew we could bring out the Poco double tank strategy. So as you can see, Ball and Jackie just have so much HP, and Mr. P's just not going to be able to deal with it. Cole's not going to be able to deal with it. So as you can see already, opening up the scoring in literally like 20 seconds. So that's really fast there, but they haven't got like a spike or anything like that, or a B that's able to take down a tank. So again, I'm just going to be running it in. I can't go full force because that Cole has super. He's probably going to be able to take me down. So I heal up a second, go back from our vengeance. As you can see, I'm full HP. We've got Poco heal. There's basically no way they're able to score this. So I was actually going to score here. Cole was super, and then Smantic super to Cole, and that stops his super, and he was able to save that. So that was a funny interaction there, but we're able to score. Already on match point, literally 40 seconds that game was already on match point here. Let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, going into this second game of the third set then. So this is literally match point here. We thought they could potentially bring out the tanks. So it won't Tom go the extra nauseous. I think it's star power, the one that doesn't make you heal up, and Chaos is using the one that makes you heal up. So already we're at a huge disadvantage. And again, Smantic isn't using curveball, and a lot in scrims, people probably wondering why Muniz using curveball, but in spike versus spike interactions, curveball is going to be much easier to hit your shots, and you're going to be winning that much comfortably. So Tom and Smantic have got a really hard job in their matchups. They're constantly under pressure. As you can see, Barley's just constantly healing up with every shot, and Tom can't actually heal up unless he runs all the way back. And same with Smantic, he just can't do too much against a curveball spike down that lane. But as you can see, it's down to me basically to try and carry the team inside of this one, because they just don't have the optimal matchups. It's not because they're playing bad at all. Again, it's just all about the matchups in this scenario. It's just so hard to win the 1v1s in this scenario. But as you can see, I've pushed Guille back, so I've got us in a really decent position here. I've got the kill on Guille, so again, as I said, it's got to be up to me to pop off inside of this one, because it's going to be so hard for either one of these two to win the lane. So already a minute in, got a kill on Guille. I've got all the pressure down this right-hand lane, and I'm really good B, and Guille is one of the best Bs in the world, so it's definitely a tough matchup for me in this one. So we're actually in a good position, but again, Curveball is just doing so good against Smantic. As you can see, I use my gadget here, and I try to go for the play, but all out of position, and I just can't get the angle to squeeze it in. So it's a really nice save from Muniz, but that would have been probably one of the best goals I've ever scored. B slowing Guille there so he couldn't get the angle on me to shoot. But look, luckily for them, they recognised that I was going to super shot that in. So that was so close. I would have gone crazy if that went in. But now we have the pressure though. I made that play to get the pressure. Now we're in this position. We've got him spawn trap, but then Smantic goes down. Muniz is literally one shot. But now Smantic is down. It's going to be really hard for us to really get a push together. So again, it's down to me to try and pick off a kill here. So slowed Guille down. Again, I'm just trying to look for the sniper on Chaos so then Tom can push up. And 25 seconds left. They've definitely got the better overtime comp again because of that curveball. Tom going to go down here to Guille. I'm able to get Guille pretty low. I think I actually finish him off here. But Smantic on defense, there's no way Spike's going to be able to sneak that in. I actually walk into the Barley shot there. I don't actually know what I was doing. I think I was just really like focusing backwards, trying to see if he scored, and actually able to go down there. So going into overtime again. We haven't got the optimal matchup at all here. The spike with the curveball is just really good. I'm not able to do too much in this one. If we're going to be winning this game, I need to basically get like a team wipe or something. But Gear is really low there. We're able to get him pinned back. I just can't land my shots in overtime. Spike's dealing an amazing amount of pressure. And as you can see here, Semantic goes down, Tom goes down, and there's basically no way we're going to be able to defend this one. So going into overtime, they had a better comp, they're able to get off the win inside of that one. Let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, going into this game, so we're still on match point overall. I know we just lost that one, but we're still on match point. We kind of had a feeling we're going to stick to the same comp because this is a really good hybrid comp. Spike's good against control comps, good against tank comps, so you can't really afford to bring out Poker Double Tank here. So I think the main reason why we lost that mid engagement is because I weren't using the Handleable Care Star Power. I normally use the revolving door one, and for some reason, I swear to God, everyone's going to say I literally turned that into the back of my goal, but there's no way I'll do something that dumb. I feel like it just literally twitched and just went the other way around. I definitely didn't just pull back there, so that was kind of insane. I don't even know what happened there, but nonetheless, still with 2 minutes left, we've got a counter comp, so we've definitely got a better matchups here, but it's really hard for me to do too much when I'm not using the correct star power. I think in future, I'll be using the Handle with Care one just because in overtime as well, it's going to be much better. So again, Barley's doing good pressure. It's actually hard against a curveball Spike. He's just able to just sit back and just get some easy chip shots. So it's all down to me to try and get my super and get some pressure. So as I said, it's not the best matchup for me either, just because I've got to use the walls constantly to get that extra range. And curveball's just insane at the range. So I've got to heal up here. I think I'm a couple of shots away from my super here. So that's all that's going to be down to me getting super and then being able to pressure him back. With the revolving door, we're going to have to keep wasting ammo on that. So it's really down to me to try and get this super. Smash it with some good pressure down that right hand side. I've got super now, but it's definitely an error on my side of things. I should have just thrown it all the way back in our spawn so they can't destroy it. But as you can see, Bot is just easily able to walk up here and just take it down. So I've literally worked for a minute and a half to get my super, and they're going to take it down in a flash. So actually here's a really nice kill from Semantic to get on the B there, and he's able to get a double kill. So that's definitely really well played for Semantic. It does go down, but it gets us all the pressure. Barley in this position is insane. It's so hard to get Barley out of his pocket. I'm able to kill Gia here. So 30 seconds left. There's no real rush here. We've got a lot of time on our hands, and we've got him in spawn. So this is definitely a really rough spot to Qlash to be in. An amazing spot for us to be in. As long as we don't choke it, we're going to be able to score easily, as long as we kill him around the same time. So as you can see, Chaos is down, so we really need to go fast and try and get a kill here. Gia going to be pressing in. He actually gets a shot on me. I nearly died, but clutch super from myself. If I went down, there's probably no way we're going to be able to score that one. So Semantic's able to get the ball in and score. So literally 10 seconds left, we're able to clutch that up there. So going into overtime, again, they've definitely got the better overtime comp. They've got B in overtime. They've got Spike Curveball. I haven't got the Handle Care Star Power, so it's going to be really hard for me to do much. It's all about me trying to juke and get into position to take them down. So as you can see, probably people are probably wondering why I'm not shooting. I know I'm not in range here, so as you can see, I'm trying to get into auto aim range. It's the only way I'm going to be able to take the Spike down, but I'm doing a good job of juking like crazy here. I'm actually able to take down the Spike when I was one shot for so long, so a bit of a choke from Muniz there, but nonetheless, Semantic, I feel like the thing that cost us here should have just stayed on the B. The B was one shot. If he stayed on the B and took the B down, we probably would have been looking really, really good. So 28 seconds left. As I said, we've got the B, we've got the Spike constantly pressuring his back. He's going to easily hit his shots over and over again just because of that curveball. B again, I haven't got the range. People, I remember watching the VOD back on Arc stream, and everyone was just like, well, why is Spen not shooting? It's just simply not in range, so there's no point me even trying to attempt to shoot him, and he's just keep juking and trying to heal up and get into their face. So that's a really good kill from them. They're able to clutch up the game in the end. Definitely, if I switched to the Handle Care Star Power, would have been much better. Probably wouldn't be able to get a win if I used that Star Power. So that's going to be a set win for them. Going into set 4 now. Let's jump right into it. Okay, guys, going into the bounty set then. So this is the comp that we always run. It's really good against tank comps and normally good against control comps because you've got the Jackie against the Mr. P and other brawlers. You've got the Gene that's just generically good overall. And you've got a Sprout, but Sprout's definitely needed inside of this map. So at the minute, it's going to be really hard. I've got a really tough matchup. I probably should have gone against the Rico or something like that. Even though Sprout's got a good matchup, there's just no way I'm going to be able to get super. I remember, again, watching the stream chat on the Arc side of things after the games and just seeing people being like, well, Spen didn't play good here, but it's literally impossible for me to get super. They're always behind walls and there's no way for me to able to do much. So it's down to Tom here to try and pick up a kill on Rico. We are 1-0 up though, so we don't need to make a play. It's down to them to make the play. 1 minute remaining already. Literally nothing's happened so far. So I'm just trying to keep my ground, keep back, make sure they're not pressuring us back. So Tom's doing a really good job on his lane. Again, he's got the perfect matchup against Rico. Should definitely win the Rico matchup pretty easily as a Sprout, as long as he doesn't let Rico get up and personal into his face. So at the minute, Tom's actually conceding a lot of damage here, and Chaos is doing a really good job pushing up. He's actually able to get some really nice bounce shots and somehow manages to stay alive. So that's a really important interaction there. Chaos is doing a really good job, but I feel like in that matchup, Tom should be having the better chances there and should be taking him down. But again, it's really well played from Chaos to actually get into his face. So we've got 30 seconds left. Semantic's going to try and make a play on Mr. P, but there's no way he's going to be able to kill him and get out in time. So a bit of a rushed judgment from Semantic. Definitely should have just waited for the last 20 seconds. We can easily get a kill. There's still a lot of time on the clock, so there's just no need to really go in there and try and get a kill. So at a minute, 15 seconds left, and for some reason Chaos actually jumps in here, and that was just insane. That was just in the moment. I was like, what the hell is he doing? He's jumping in, and he was able to get a kill on me with a gadget. I was already pretty low going into that, so that was kind of insane. I don't even know what even happened. I don't get how he actually jumped on that. So if we got a kill on Rico, we could have equaled things up. I was really unlucky. It was really well played from Chaos, so to manage to stay alive, kind of insane. Maybe if I held on to pull for literally a second later for Semantic to come closer, we would have got that kills, but that was all he in the moment. As I said, these games are really intense, and I just don't even know what happened. I don't even know why he jumped on that, but that's going to be a win for them. So they're already one win away from getting this fourth set here. Let's jump into it. Okay, guys, jumping into this game then. So again, I pointed out literally straight away, but I had zero value with Genie. It took me the entire game to get my pull, and that's not a good thing at all, because the main thing about Genie is cycling pulls over and over again. If there's no brawler to actually hit, there's no point using Genie, so I'll switch out for Mr. P. I've got a Mr. P versus Mr. P matchup. Rico's actually pretty decent against Brock on lane, but then again, it's kind of like a mirror matchup. As long as Brock keeps his distance, there's no way we're going to be able to kill him. So Guille gets 3 shots on me there. I'm going to have to fall back, but Tom does a good job in keeping Mr. P back. So Chaos actually able to kill Semantic. I don't know if Semantic lagged or it's just an error in judgment, but he's able to get a kill again. So it's down to Chaos to carry him. Really, he's playing a really good Rico. Everyone knows that Chaos is a good Rico. Rico is a good pick on his. Not really seen it a lot, but I mean, it's a good because it's good against tanks. So it's definitely a good hybrid a hybrid pick because it's good against tanks. It's good against control. So definitely a good chance. So Semantic goes in there again. Just way too aggro, feeding them stars. There's just no need for that. Chaos does a good job. I didn't actually realize he had super, but really good aggression. Didn't expect him to make that kind of play. Tom goes down again, and it's a bit too chaotic. Semantic just jumps in again. He literally died, I think, 3 times within 10 seconds. So way too aggressive. We've got the thing about bounty. You can wait until at the end of bounty and just get some kills. You don't need to make a play straight away. Just think it's a really pressured situation that everyone just kind of died there. So all of us going down, really big fault for us. Semantic just going down there again. Did have super, nearly killed Gearbo, who had 5 stars. So if he got that kill, it definitely would have been clutch. And I think that was what he's going for. But again, probably a bit too rushed. Got to just wait towards the end. But now we're in a tough situation. We're down 7 stars and we need to get Munez and Guille. So there's no point me really going for Chaos here. He's not a good target to go for. I need to go over to the right and get these 2 guys down, else we're not going to win this game. So we really need to get on. Guille's already got his shield there. There's no way we're going to be able to get these kills. So again, the reason why we lost that, we just fed them too many stars. It's really important in bounty to play it patient and play it for the end game. So they're going to be getting that one already. We're looking like a really comfortable game for us, but now it's 2 all-in sets, and this last set is going to be insane. So let's jump right into it. Okay, guys, going into the final set then. So this is so important. This is probably the most stressful game I've ever had. For some reason, I wasn't really that nervous. I allowed Munez there to actually just go up and get a bolt. I didn't think he'd go straight for it. Normally, Sprouts like to get into that grass and then go outwards. So he's able to get that first bolt, but I'm able to get that second bolt spawn in there. This is the combo that everyone uses. Palm in the middle. Double throw it down the lane. Sprout's just so good on the lane, and so is Barley. And once you win your lane with a throw, it's so hard for the other thrower to come back. You have to do something a bit unconventional, like double stack a lane or something like that. So I've got my Sprout wall here, and the reason why I'm placing it there is because then the Sprout can only go down 1 choke point. It can only go down that side, so I'm able to get a shot on Munez there, make sure the bounce actually explodes around the wall there, so able to get a kill. And again, I've got my super, so I can just block that little lane there, and he can only come through that passage. So that's why I'm blocking it off. I'm going to be able to keep my lane pretty comfortably. So Tom is actually doing a really good job against Guille. The Barley's actually got Palm turret, so it's able to help him. But luckily, I've got my lane sorted. Semantic going to be helping Guille with, helping Tom with his lane. So, I mean, it's a bit hectic, but we're able to keep full control and keep a lot of the bolts there. So, Tom actually going down there which is a bit bad because that's able for Gia to get a 5th bolt there. So they've got 5 going into the last one, I think. They've got 5, yeah, they've got 5 going into the last round. So it's really important for us to keep control. But Munez, he's going to be going into mid, and for whatever reason, he's going to be doing that and dying. So he just needed to wait for Chaos to come back. But as you can see, the Sprout will just completely mess up in mid, and Tom's able to kill Gear there. So really well played from Tom. I've had my lane the entire time. I actually walk into the Arc there by accident, but again, I've got this bolt. I don't really mind their triple laning, but in this scenario, all we need to do is lock down 2 lanes. So I actually go down there, but that Sprout wall basically secures us a win, because now we've got 2 lanes locked down. And as you know, in this map, they actually spawn on the left, middle and right, kind of in like an RNG motion. You're not really sure, but if you have 2 lanes locked down and they only have 1, more than likely you're going to be able to pick up the most bolts. So that was our thinking in that one. They triple stack. You never really want to triple stack unless you literally need like 1 bolt to secure the round. So we're able to pick up the win inside that one. Pretty comfortable. We're able to keep control of the whole way through. Let's jump into the next game. Okay then guys, so they have brought out the Max in retaliation. We kind of knew they'll go in this, and it's actually a good pickup against the Sprout, especially because when brawlers are in Sprout's face, it's really hard to hit your shots. So Max actually going for the mid there, so it's giving me a free lane here. I can actually help Semantic with the mid, so no really worries there. Semantic's able to collect that bolt. I'm going to be able to help him with mid, so I take down Munez. I aim for Munez because he's a squishier brawler. If I aim for Pam, it's going to be pretty hard, and Pam's got turret as well, so not going to be able to get her down, but we actually get mid control and control of the left. So it's a tie in the first round, which again, it's not the end of the world. In this scenario, we probably need to give them the second boss, and that's mainly because in a tie, obviously the bolts, there's going to be a lot of bolts in the next 40 seconds, and if not many teams actually manage to get a 1 push off, and especially because we've got Max, we haven't got double thrower, we can afford to just drop the boss. So our thinking here, try and keep collecting bolts. So we've got 25 seconds left, so we can just keep collecting bolts when necessary. But going into it, we need to try and slowly give them the round here. So it's actually 8-6 in our favor. Tom is just trying to, well, he actually collects that bolt. So we actually got 9 here. They're going to manage to get this bolt here. That makes it 8-8. So again, Tom's just letting Guille pick up that bolt. It actually doesn't allow him to pick it up. We're actually in a lead here, so he's just waiting for 4 seconds, so he's able to get them 2 bolts, and that's really well played from Tom. The reason why he did that, he didn't actually do it perfectly because we would have actually conceded the boss there. So the reason why he did that is normally takes 5 seconds to collect a bolt. So just waiting for the 4-second timer, he's able to get them 2 bolts, secures it for the next round, and already we're doing a fantastic job. I use my Sprout Wall to block off Munez there, and Tom is just doing an amazing job keeping his lane. So we're already up by 6 bolts. There's basically no way for them to come back unless we get every single bolt here. So it's just a really amazing pressure from us. We're able to get complete control and just dominate. I'm just lost for words because it was just so insane, so intense, and that literally played from Tom won us the game. So really well played from him. But as you can see, we won the game. We've actually qualified for the last monthly finals here. So really GG's to Qlash here. We actually lost to Code Magic in the semi-finals, and this is the 3rd place playoff. So again, this was just such a high stakes match, but we're able to pull off the win here. So GG's to Qlash again. We're able to pull off the victory. Okay guys, it's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed literally the most intense games of my life. So much at stake. As I said, if we lost that one, we're basically out and our world final dreams were over. But I'm just so proud of our team at the moment. We literally came going into this. The first 2 months we did have Cerulean and lost the first 2 qualifiers, and then picked up Semantic into the 3rd one. Unfortunately, he lagged out, so literally in the Qlash game we lost against him, and we didn't qualify for the first 3 monthly finals. And in that position, we're like 100 points behind all the top 3 teams in the worst scenario ever. And literally every monthly qualifier since, it's been a must win. If we lost any monthly qualifier beforehand, we would have been out for the world final. So every single qualifier leading up to this has been so important, and we've done an amazing job to come back, but the job isn't done yet. We've still got a monthly final in 3 weeks time, I believe, and then one in like 6 weeks time or 7 weeks time. We'll have to wait and see, but literally we have to win both of them, or at least win one of them and maybe come second in one of them, and we'll have a really good chance of coming up into Worlds here. So this is just such a good comeback story, and I hope we finish it off in the end. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe guys, and I'll see you all next time.